All right. Let me get the chat pulled up here. There we go. And I think I'm going to have to shed some clothing right away. And get this pulled up here. Well, let's see what's going on. All right, now I got that going on. Go to here, then we got to click that. Okay, content, live. Okay, I got the live chat up. Let's see how everything's working. Yeah, sounds like it's working good. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be working on this 2-speed. I don't have a whole lot to do, to the 2-speed, and there's really no way to test it outside. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be working on this 2-speed. Then I'm gonna go over, I guess, some projects or whatever, and I'll be more interactive with my audience. I guess this week is what I'm trying to say, because the live, what I got to do is not going to take that long. So anyways, yeah, that's what's going on. We're going to go ahead and pull this out. And ooh, man. Okay. Well, we could try this. I never have this thing charged, but there we go. And then we can pull first gear off, which we're not going to be doing anything with the first gear, but we're going and we're going to have to change, pull this off. Why don't I go ahead and loosen that right now? Because it needs to be done. So let's grab another pin here or whatever. Oh, duh. Stick it there. There we go. We just need that thing to be loose, because we gotta take off the first gear to get to the second gear. So, we got anything going on in the comments? Nope. So, how's everybody doing on this Saturday? So this is second gear, and why we have this, see, we got to change this. And we also have to adjust the shift point. And that's how we do that down in there. So I guess here, if I can turn it that way, if you guys can see, don't think the tripod's high enough to where you can see down. But there is basically there's a grub screw that goes down in here against a ball and a spring, and that however much tension you have on that determines when this little claw flips out. And what it does is when it gets to rotating so fast, it'll flip out and kick second gear in. And last video, it was kicking in really, really soon. Actually, this one, yeah, because that one's a set screw. This one is actually, yeah, this one, yeah, this set screw here is actually the shifter. But what happens, like I was saying, is depending on how much tension you have on that ball and spring, this thing gets to rotating so fast, and then that finger flips out, and that's what picks up your second gear. And then your first, yeah, this one's on a one-way bearing, so once second gear kicks in, this can just freewheel. So that's how the two-speed works, guys. So I guess next, I want to go ahead and pull out this ball and seat and, just inspect it first of all, because I want to figure out a way to because this thing has no way of not moving. I mean, it's pretty sure it's just loose. If I remember right, it's just kind of loose in there. I didn't want to put Loctite on it because I figured that would mess with the what am I trying to say? I figured that would mess with the, that if I put Loctite in there, I figured that would gum up in there and mess with the shifting mechanism in the first place. So let's see if I can. That one's too small. Well, I must have had the right size here. Maybe it is. Yeah, see, it's just spinning. There's no way to set it in there. And that's what we got to do. What I thought about doing is putting knurls, basically putting it in a vise and smashing these threads. So there's kind of like a locking sort of mechanism in it. But either way, to adjust this properly, I'm going to have to run it. So I think what I'm going to do, anything going on in the comments? Hey, what's up, Wade? Fifth scale for life? Yeah, it's nasty around here too. Like I was saying, a couple lives ago, the weather was supposed to be looking up, and man, we've just been getting hit by winter storm after winter storm. So, first thing I think I'm going to try, I don't know if I should crush them in the vise. Maybe I should just try to knurl them on my pliers. Actually, why don't I just go ahead and I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go over to my vise. Oh crap, about fell down. And try to crunch it again. Put a couple little spots in it, I hope. Man, that thing is hard, I think. Let's see. I can tell by the way it screws in if it's going to do anything. I think it actually is. If I can get on this. Well, because see, now it's just... Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to end up doing to this set screw. or grub screw or whatever to get it to, I guess, to bite or whatever. What I'm having trouble with is, guys, you screw this in and there's nothing that, you know, holds it in or stops it. It's just in there loose. I mean, and I didn't want to put Loctite around it because I figured if I did that, it'll gum up on that ball and spring, and it might mess up this mechanism. Yeah, I'm having a hard time getting that thing even to open, that claw to even open. Okay, I'm gonna try doing it that way, and then I still gotta figure out something. Pop open my green tea. I mean, I suppose I could try this. It's gonna go flying. There we go. That might have worked a little bit. That there looks like, I don't want to go too far because then I might not be able to get it in there. But that kind of feels like it might be there. Let me get this. Well, yeah. Guys, what we're just going to have to do, we're going to have to pull this off and pull it apart and see what's going on, why this is not moving freely, because I had a feeling that was what was going on. It would shift sometimes, and then sometimes it wouldn't. It would be stuck. Because that finger's not moving freely. That's what I'm trying to say. So there we go. Try to keep my hands out of the way for you guys. What we got down here in the comments? 99 kilometers an hour. Hey, what's up, dude? Between how many runs should you clean the Blackbone 2-speed? This is actually going to be, I can't remember. I ran it for most of one season, and I hadn't done anything besides put it on another machine. So, and I kind of figured I probably should have done this when I put it on, but you know what the crap, no big deal. So, okay, now we got to get that off. know why it seems to be such a big bear every time I do this. I mean, it is. It's a massive crap show. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, I don't even know if that's working. Let's see. Did I lose? No, his ball's still in there. The spring's still in there too. Maybe I should try getting. Or what I could do is I could put one of these in and just plug the hole. I think that's what we'll do. That way it can't fall out. There, you don't need to go all the way in. Oh my good flat screwdriver. This, I hate that. It's slowly coming, very slowly. Where's my 2-jaw puller? It's not in there. Oh, there it is. Found it. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. It's not. Heck no, it's not near far enough. I kind of see some of the problem already, guys. This pin is not where it needs to be. Bear with me, guys. There we go. Finally got it. Okay, so now I'm going to set the machine on the ground so we can put the 2-speed shifting mechanism up on the bench. Set that there. That's what I was talking about. See how that pin is slid halfway over on one side? I think that's why it's not flipping easy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, take this out. And I don't know how to get that. I'll try to. Yeah, it just does not want to come out of there. Yeah, that is not moving freely. I mean, we could. Having problems with that. Trying to push this pin through. That's too big. Got anything on the compass? Nope. There we go. Got the pin. Get the balls underneath it. Okay, so we'll try to get this thing out of here. Maybe we can do this. Nope. Why does that not want to come out? So what I think I need to do is just clean this up so there's a little bit more tolerance. Yeah, because it doesn't want to rotate on that axis that's been given. And for the life of me, guys, I cannot get this arm off of here. I want to beat on it. It's almost there. Man, that's frustrating. Let me see if there's something else in there. It's rotating on, but I don't believe so. Yeah. Having a heck of a time here, guys, trying to get this apart. That's probably why my 2-speed wasn't doing very good. Why won't that come out? It's like it's pinched together. So annoying. Ah. All right. Just come out of there, man. Yeah, because then I could push the spring and the ball through that way. Let's see if I can do something with my vise. don't know what to do with this. Because that's what the deal is. It doesn't pivot on that. I need to get it apart so I can fix it. Maybe what I'll end up doing is buying a new one of these. Or, it's so frustrating. Here, there we go. Hey, what we got going on? Taylor 71 with the Samba exhaust pipe that fits on Lowe's 5T. Is there any way of keeping the exhaust pipe from cracking? I recently just got another exhaust pipe. No, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't really run Samba stuff. I wonder if I could do this. I think that's working. That's not. I thought it was, but I don't. How was I doing that? Okay. What else we got going on in the comments? We got RPM Nitro in here. Awesome. What's up, guys? Concom Z. What's going on, guys? This thing is, for the life of me, I can't figure out what the heck I might be doing wrong here, but it will not budge out of there. I think that's the whole reason it was not shifting right, like I keep saying. I don't know, we could say try to put that pin back in. And I just don't think it's gonna. I think we're just gonna be back in the same position. Yeah, because it's already feels like it's in a bind. Yeah, I don't like that whatsoever. Now that thing's stuck in there. Yeah, I'm half tempted just to order another one of these freaking claws. I'm pretty sure you could just buy the parts to this thing. If not, the whole damn shit and shebang. See, that's what it doesn't go in and out smoothly. You know, I know I've been out here beating on it and shit, but that was part of the plan, is once I get it out, I could clean it up and give it more tolerances, but I can't I can't get it out of there. Trying to think of just anything I could do to. I could do this. It's so hard, I bet it's gonna break. I'm trying to spread that gap. This is what I'm trying to do with the chisel. There's I mean, I don't know, man. I'll keep working with it. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm having a heck of a time with this freaking 2-speed shifter. I don't understand why it won't just, why the claw won't come out. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I gotta find a way to spread that gap. And I might have succeeded. I don't know. Let's see. I don't like that chisel at all. We could see how well this works, or I don't know if a screwdriver is going to do it. Yeah, it's not going to do it because it's not wide enough. I can't do any of this on camera because I can't move my vise, and I don't want to resituate you guys. Let's see here. I lose my train of thought of what I was doing. We'll try ramming this in there and see if this does anything. No, it does not. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I know that's why I'm having troubles with it shifting, because this is not the way you're supposed to be able to pull that pin out, and you should be able to take this damn thing apart. And I cannot do that because it doesn't move in there. It doesn't move in there freely. So, yeah. And then, yeah, this pen just doesn't want to go in there that way. Let's try this with it. Yeah, it's a torque down. That's not gonna work because it won't. It's not gonna rotate freely, guys. So. No matter where I put it, it just does not want to go in there. And I can't get this stupid claw out. I mean, set aside destroying this thing, I won't be able to get the claw out. So that's why she wasn't shifting. Is because this claw doesn't do anything right. So, like I said, guys, I didn't know how long that was going to take us. There's not much we can do with it. This steel, both pieces of steel are so freaking hard. You can't. It's impossible to work with it. It just all it does is mar it up even more. There's no flex to it. If it flexes, it's going to break. This deal right here is probably titanium, anyways. It flips out and it catches. I imagine it feels really light. I know it's not aluminum, and it doesn't feel. I mean, I suppose it could be stainless, but I know this is steel. So, Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end up ordering another one of them or the parts for it or whatever I need, because I got the one-way bearing, the carriers, and all that. You know, I got all the stuff except for this, and I need this to be correct before anything happens to it. So, yeah. Okay. I mean, that just bugs the heck out of me. I can't. Wonder. I can try one more thing, I suppose. It's not gonna hurt anything. Sorry for the squeaks. Clamp that baby in there hard. Imagine that. That's all I had to do is get rough with it. Okay. My goodness. The ball doesn't go that way. It's too, yeah, I think it's too big. Okay, so that was the next thing I was going to run into. There, finally. And then, look at that spring. That spring is freaking toast. Here, I don't know if, I'll see if I can zoom in on it. But that spring is toast. There you go. Look at that spring, guys. That thing is freaking toast. And then now that I got you guys zoomed in that far, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I was dealing with. What I'm going to do, and you can see I've already kind of marred it up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here with a file and file all that stuff up, and I'm going to take my buffer wheel to this thing in the vise, and I'm going to, you know, buff it all, and then I'm going to probably take a pen apart or something, and, you know, see if I can save this. I seen somebody just commented that DDM sells it, and I knew that. And if I can save it, I would try to do. I'm going to try to do that. What does that say? Hey, I think I have an for the spring. Oh, okay. The link, is that what you were saying? The link to the spring and ball? So I guess I'm going to ask you guys, you know, watching, all the people watching, should I just order a new one, or should I try to clean this up and save it? I'll wait for you guys to, I forgot that I got you zoomed in again. Here, I'll zoom you guys back out, but I'll wait for everybody to, you know, decide what they think I should do, whether I should just order a new one of these and all the the whole mechanism, or should I try to clean this up and save it? So I think the biggest issue I'm having, I would say order the whole thing. Best bet for it to work. Yeah. And I'd say the big problem I have is I have to pry it off every time that it's installed, and I think something in there. What I should probably do is, you know, take some more emery cloth in there. So what I'll do, guys, is I'm gonna go ahead and save this, and I'm gonna clean this stuff up and see if I can rework it. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it now. Basically, what I'm saying is we'll do something else, I suppose. Trying to figure out what we'll do. suppose we could talk about a few things. I mean, do both. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Clean this up. I already got my buffing wheel over there. The only thing that sucks is I have to go back there every time. I think I'm probably going to have to do the same thing with this to file it. Well, first off, I'm going to have to find a chainsaw file. Or a real small flat file. I'm going to be over here looking in my toolbox. See if I can find a file. Big one. Yeah, I feel this is gonna be like an extravagant, like a freaking deal to do, because now I can't even find a freaking file. Yeah. And for all the people over there, watching it. Oh, hey, I found it. Found it. Awesome. This is exactly what I was looking for. So what we'll do, yeah, I'm going to set this down here. I wonder if what it was hung up on was that pinhole. Let's see how that. Boy, that slides in there nice. See if we can put the pin in. Oh, man. I think we're back in business, guys. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. When you take the spring off of it and stuff, you should be able to just flip it around. So I think I just saved it. Yeah, sweet. That's awesome. Hey, what's up, Steve? Fire up the lightning. Yeah. Yeah, I really haven't done much more on that because I went over to work on it. What was it? It's been a few weeks ago. I went over to work on it, and I bought this nice work light from Harbor Freight, and so I, working on it, and I had the light on for an hour, not even an hour, like 20 minutes, and it freaking shut off on me. And I bought it like 3 years ago, and it's been out in this garage, and I haven't used it much, and so the damn thing won't hold a charge for more than 20 minutes, and then I tried plugging it in. So needless to say, I haven't broke down and bought a new work light yet. So I need to do that, and then I can start going together on that end of it, I suppose. So then, I guess, this is probably too big of a spring, yeah. Okay. So I need a pin. I bet I have a pin spring just laying around here somewhere. I use them all the time. Let's see, I'm not finding it. Usually I have a bunch of pins laying over here. on my bench, but I don't have one single pen over here. I do, but it doesn't have a spring. Check over in this area. Man, that's freaking disappointing. Because then next thing I'm gonna have to do is go in the house and freaking frantically look for a spring while you guys are out here, twiddling your thumbs or whatever. But do I have a spring in here? Oh, hey, here we go. How's that compared to that? Well, it fits on the ball nicely. So what we'll do is I'm just gonna pick a spot. I don't have them up here. And I'll keep that end up. So put that in. Then we gotta look for our one. Maybe try to do a somewhat knurl. That's this one. Actually, I should see how easy this one that's already had some Loctite on it fits in there. See what that's like. Where is it? Man. Oh, here we go. I was losing my mind. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be near stiff enough. Let's see. I just don't know if I guess, what am I out if I crush the spring? Oh, it's not crushing. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know if it's going to have enough tension on it. That, because before I had to pry it with the screwdriver. So that's probably what I'll end up doing, guys, is ordering another spring. Because I had mashed that one. Oh, the ball already fell out. Yeah, so that spring is not stiff enough. So, because I remember when I would try to pull that out, you'd have to get a kind of a screwdriver to help you get it, but then you could pull it. So that's what we're looking for, and that was back when it was shifting, how it's needed to shift. So, okay, so I guess either way, I don't have springs laying around. I mean, I could go check my junk drawers real quick. Here, let me do that. I mean, that's a small spring too, so it's gonna be a wonder if I have it. I'd probably have to take apart a solenoid or something to find a spring that small. But there's the seal. That was too big. Oop. Wait. Oh, hey guys, I think I might have found one. I mean, I think it's the same. It's the right length and everything. And it's a stiffy. But that's the spring. I found that in my junk drawer. So we'll put the ball in. And then the spring. And more likely this is going to be too stiff. I think it's going to need to be cut down or something. There's no way this is going to work. The spring's too long. Yeah, that's what I thought. The spring's too long. So I could try cutting some of that off. Probably like cut it in half is what I would have to do. We'll try it. See what happens. There we go. All right. Let's see if that works. Put the ball in. And I know why that lever started working its way out. Is because that spring was crushed. There was no tension staying on that lever. Come on. We'll just do this. Okay, so it's still open. I think it needs to go just a little bit tighter. Just a little bit. There we go. Let's go just... I think that's pretty close to what it was. Because I can't pull it all the way out. Let's see. We can go just a little bit. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's going to allow it. I don't know if there's enough spring in the spring to allow it to open up far enough. I don't think that's going to be far enough, guys. So basically what I'm running into now is there's not enough space. I mean, I could stretch it out. Why don't I try doing that? I'll stretch this other one out. I can't get it in there. could be the next thing. Getting two. I don't know how I'm gonna stretch. I don't know how to stretch that. Yeah, because what I could do is stretch this out so I have more. Yeah. I say we try that. I got some more out of it, so let's back this back out. Yeah, I think that'll work. I really think it will work. We'll see. Whee! Oh. Okay. I think this one's going to be the ticket here. Yeah, I think I like that. I like the way that one feels. So, I suppose we'll keep this spring. It's so freaking tiny. I'll put it in a spot that I know I'm going to remember and I'll forget where it is. I know it. I know it before it even happens, but we'll set it there. So I think that's going to work. So basically, I can barely move that jaw, and I think that's where I want it. So I'm just going to go with it right there. The next thing is to figure out why this thing doesn't go on the deal smoothly. And that's not one of those. Here it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind on that file on that set screw hole, because I think that's what's holding us up. Because it'll slide on until I put that set screw in every time, and then it has a hell of a time coming off. There's only one way to find out. And I want this to slide on easy, or I'm not going to put it on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes on like that. It slides on easy till there, so maybe that's what needs cleaned up. But I thought I did that. That fit pretty nice. I mean, that. Okay. Let's watch my luck. I didn't put the flat spot in the right spot. No, I think I did. No, I put that on backwards. Okay. Because that way the claw's never going to flick out. So it needs to go this way. What it seems like to me. I'm getting confused here, guys. Yeah, because that way it'll be able to flip out. Pretty sure that's how it goes. And that goes in there. Yeah, that's how it goes because it's so hard to put on that way. So, yeah, I think I want to do something to that lay shaft. I just don't like the way that runs. Yeah, I don't know how much good that's doing. I think it might have been doing a little bit of good. Because I felt like I got it on there a little bit longer. Or a little bit more. Filing on this bad boy. Let's see if we made any headway. Not much. I mean, what do we got going? I'm missing a whole busting ball. I'm busting ball, I don't care. Yeah. Now this ball has to have the right tension on it to shift. I think that's what he's talking about, but I just don't like how this claw is going on. Because what it means is I'll have to jack it up and pry it back off again, which I do not want to do. Let's see if this still flips out. I still don't know if I have enough for it to flip, because I have a feeling I'm just gonna order that spring, guys. I'm probably just gonna keep this off since I got this working, and I'm just gonna keep it off, and I'm gonna order that spring. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean up that lace shaft. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do as far as that goes, guys. Then I'll just pull you guys off the tripod and stuff. We'll kind of finish up. Sorry, my machine's so dirty. Kind of finish up, just kind of talking about some things. I should be able to see you guys' comments coming up on the screen. So with the camera in my hand. But anyways, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna order a spring for that claw, because I just don't think I'm gonna have enough throw. Because what it has to do is that claw has to open up far enough to catch one of those titanium pins in there, and that's how it shifts. Because so it gets spinning so fast, and then that claw flips out. It grabs one of those, and that's how it shifts. So I'm gonna get a spring from, sounds like DDM has them. Whoever, it doesn't matter who I get it from, but I'm gonna get a new spring for that, and then that way we get the correct tension. I found the set screw I should have been using for the whole time, because it goes in and it has a couple hard spots. So so what I'm trying to say is you could screw it in and it feels like it wouldn't back out. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get the spring for that thing, and then as soon as all this snow melts, we'll get this baby back out and get her cleaned off. Because I need to. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. I'll actually, you're right. I'll probably actually, depending on how expensive they are, I might order 3 or 4 of them. I don't know, it just depends. But to clean this up, I'll just get it running again, and I'll take it out back when spring hits and the dew's on the grass, and I can. Yeah, it doesn't take nothing to clean these off. I mean, I could yank the electronics and yank the engine out and take it to the car wash, but that is hard on your bearings and stuff. It just, water gets in there. I just don't like doing it. So yeah, we'll see you later, bro. Take her easy. Get it set then. Penetrating Loctite. I've never even heard of penetrating Loctite. Oh, this is a Reed engine. No, it's not a V2. It's a V. I think it's V1.5. But yeah, it's a Reed engine, and I believe that's a 990 Rooster Tail on it. But yeah, you can see how my pull start's all jacked up with mud. So, and all that crap. But no, it's a Reed engine, and I actually built this engine, guys. I did all the work to it, all the machine. I thought you had a second. No, well, I have that, but I just changed the cylinder and the head when I went to the Reed style, because at the time the V2 cylinder hadn't come out yet, and I wasn't wanting to wait around. I needed to put the engine together, and I wanted to see what it run like. But anyways, what I did, let me see. I'll see if I can show you guys what I did when I built the Taylor 35 Reed engine. Is that not going to come off? Don't feel like it. Let me. There we go. So, let's see. It's almost there. Okay, so your intake. That's your intake. So, okay, so looking at it like that, as you can see, push that down and it uncovers the intake, right? You can see the piston in there. It uncovers the intake. So what I did was I epoxied this intake shut, and then I went down through the bottom. You see that hole? That's how I made my boost port. I epoxied it shut and then made the boost port to the top of the carburetor port inside there. And that's, I made my own Taylor 35 V1.5 or whatever Reed engine. I actually did all the machining work and everything to it. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that. We can put that back up there like so. And then, yeah, so that's what I did. Can I turn my piston port into a Reed? Yeah, you can definitely do that. That's all you have to do is plug up your intake port, okay? And then you got to drill that port that I was just talking about. You got to machine that port in, and then you just get the Taylor case, the Reed case. You're gonna have to get the case Reed or the Reed case. That's what. And then you just take your piston port engine apart. You save your crankshaft. You're also gonna have to get a new piston because your piston for the piston port is not gonna have your spot for your Reed port because it's got to have a spot in the piston skirt. It's got to have a window in it, I believe. I can't remember without taking everything apart, but the Reed engine has a different piston, so you're gonna have to get a different piston, new ring, and drill your port and the case Reed, the Reed case. So, and then all the gaskets and everything to put it together. So, and then you should be able to do exactly what I did. You can see, I ordered that nice block off plate, and it says Taylor RC on it. But I think mine, I did mine, but I got a new cylinder, and I think I did it for like $250-300. But I got a new cylinder, and so that was a little bit more expensive. And the reason I did that is because I had ran the 35 for the piston port for 2 seasons, I believe. And I was thinking it was probably time to freshen it up a little bit. And so that's what I did. I ordered a new cylinder. And like I said, at that time, the V2 was not out yet. He was still working on it. The V1.5 might have been out, and that might be what this one is. I don't quote me on that, but I don't know. So, yeah, that's how you do it. And I mean, for me building it myself, I sent Mike some pictures. Mike Taylor, I sent him some pictures of my machine work, and he said that I had from because he puts these things in a CNC machine, and it has a bit that goes down inside there and cuts everything nice and neat. But what was that comment? How much faster is the Reed than? I don't know. It has a lot more power and higher RPM, and so that's what it breathes better, and so it has more power and it has higher RPM. This thing has so much compression. That's why I have the Taylor Easy Start on it, because it has so much compression on it. When I first built it, I couldn't get it started with the regular pulse. Well, it's not the fact that I couldn't get it. It took me forever to get it started because I couldn't pull it fast enough. I mean, I don't know. It's got a lot. What I'm trying to say is it's got a lot of compression. I mean, there's a lot of squish there. So, yeah. But that's why I have the Taylor Easy Starter on there, and now I have no problems with it, because before, I mean, I would have to pretty much sit on the machine before I could get it to crank. I mean, it would. I don't know how to explain it. And then I think I finally actually broke that pull start when so many other people have done it too. I mean, if you look around on groups and Facebook and stuff, you'll see. I mean, especially when I guess the Reed first came out, there was people breaking their pull starts all over the place because they have so much compression. So, but that's what I'm saying. As far as faster, I mean, it's all about gearing and your setup and stuff. But as far as the engine goes, the engine's more powerful, and I feel like it spins higher RPMs. So, and then we can flip gears over to this bad boy. We got this 71 Supreme in here. And we just got that put back together last week. And what we did, I'm really curious to see what these SC tires are going to be like. But what we did was we put that new transmission housing in. And the reason we had to do that is because the old one was cracked. And I got it down here, and I'll show you where it was cracked at. But sorry, I don't know where I was shining that thing, but the old one, this is the old case, but the old case, if you can see that crack up in there. And what caused that, what caused that is back when, you know, when the Kraken first came out, the Vesla first came out, and I actually waited a year to get one, but I got one, and I put the 71 Supreme in it, not knowing that the idler gear was not going to hold up to it, and I blew the idler gear, and so that probably, you know, it stressed the case, and that's what cracked the case, because I ran it for all season last year like that, and I never had any fits. I was just rebuilding it this year, putting new bearings in it and stuff. And I seen that crack, and it's like, oh crap, we can't put it together like that because it's not going to work. The 71 Supreme will find that weakness and it will exploit it. That is for sure. But yeah, this baby spins nice and free. I'm loving the way the drivetrain spins. That was another thing I wanted to mention. The last run video I had of this, I can't believe it. I didn't have limit straps. I forgot about the limit straps on it. And I can't believe that I didn't bust the dog bone, because that's usually how it happens. You get too much droop in your suspension, puts these dog bones at too much of an angle, and it'll snap the ends of them right off. And they're IRC UHD, the big boys, and it will do that. I don't know about. I'm pretty sure the Taylor 35 would, but yeah, we got this all fixed up last week. I really love the way it spins and stuff, and how the smoothness of the drivetrain lets me know we should be cooking with propane on this baby. So we're just waiting for the weather to get nice. I put the electronics back in and all that stuff. I still haven't run it with all these new braces I put in, so it'll be surprising to see. Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. It's one of my favorite machines. I mean, it's so smooth. It just keeps going and going and going. It's almost fun to just do that. But no, I haven't drove it, you know, with these new upgrades. So I put this in, and then I put that brace on, and I haven't driven it since I put all those in. I imagine it stiffens up the chassis quite a bit, and it changes the characteristics on how it handles and stuff like that. But I haven't got it out yet because there's not a whole lot of snow on the ground. It's just there's snow on the ground, and it's just mucky out there and muddy. It's like in between thaw and freeze. It's just nasty out there. So I'm gonna wait for a better day, all that stuff. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, well, I'm gonna get the stuff to repair this this week. I'll get the stuff to repair this, and then what's the secret to the smooth drivetrain like that? Well, if you can see my limit straps, I like to keep my control arms as level as I can. That I don't know how to explain it. The bearings and, you know, how I put the transmission together with the grease and everything, and how everything's lines up with this machine, because it just, I don't know, it just does. And then another thing with the Bajas, the brake will hang up. There's the brake on the Vesla, but the Bajas, I found that the brakes will hang up. Even the IRC, they'll hang up. And this machine does not, you know, the brakes don't hang up on it, and so it spins really freely. And then you don't have a bunch of articulation on your suspension droop, so it's good on your dog bones and your constant velocities. So, and then, I mean,
Yeah, like I'm saying, ever since I got this machine, it's always spun like that. Ever since I replaced the transmission housing with the Taylor, it just is smooth as a baby's butt. So, anyways, that's the deal on that. And I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits on the live here, guys. And what we'll do is, like I said, next weekend I don't even know if I'll go live for that. I'll figure out something we can do. I love the zip tie limiting straps. I do that too. Yeah. Well, I found out. I mean, there's limiting straps out there. Like I think Galante makes some Galante limit strap. I even made a video on it one time, but I put a pair of those on the Punisher when I had the 40 GT in it, and those lasted. I think they costed me like 50 or 60 bucks, and they lasted 2 seasons and they broke. And so that's when I, you know, got a hold of these. These are 150-pound zip ties. So these, I've ran these. Don't break until you cut them, and that's about the only way you can get them off there is just cut them. I mean, that's the easiest way. The zip ties are so much cheaper than some stitched fabric deal. They're so much cheaper. You can go to I call it Farm King around here because that's what it is. But you can go to Farm King and you can pick up a bag of them suckers with how many come in there? Yeah, there's 10 of them in here, and you can get this bag for like 12 bucks at my farm store. So that's what I went with. It's like, why would I spend that kind of money on something special when I can do it under budget, And then I know you guys seeing this and kind of wondering what this is about. And the reason I do that, I think I mentioned it in one of my last lives, is these things, I don't want it to pop off, so I have it strapped back so it won't. But anyways, guys, I keep rambling on. I find myself rambling, when I keep saying I'm going to quit the live. But I'm going to go ahead and leave the live stream here with you guys. And I hope to see y'all back here next Saturday. And I should be live next Saturday, 1 o'clock. So until then, guys, like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And don't forget, we will see you in the next one.